So,
You giving the intro this time?
yeah, episode 3, Just Another Failure podcast.
So lame, dude. So lame.
Hey, you know what we forgot though?
What?
We're episode 3 and we haven't even told anyone who we are.
Yeah, we messed that up. We got too excited just like recording stuff and forgot to give actual proper intros on ourselves.
Hey, episode 1, we got some good feedback, and I think it was more us messing around. And now that I listened to episode 2, I think we did definitely hit topics better, and we didn't roll the intro off for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But what up, everyone? This is Maddie.
This is Devin.
We're Just Another Failure podcast, and we're here just to talk about life and have fun.
Yeah.
But like we said, we need to introduce ourselves a little bit. So, Devin, why don't you start off? Who are you?
Oh, you're gonna throw it to me first, huh?
Hey, you always do better than me.
All right. Well, as you guys just heard, my name is Devin. Are we giving age? Are we like giving them a full rundown?
I mean, we can go like birthplace, hospital, birth. I was born at home. I mean, how far back do you want to go?
I mean, I'm just gonna give like the brief rundown.
What are you all about? What do you do?
I mean, I absolutely love riding, dirt bikes, bicycles, action sports just in general. I think we both kind of have a background in action sports. So that's why you'll hear us talking about riding bikes a lot and, dirt bikes and all that fun stuff. But otherwise, we're just kind of two normal dudes that just have normal jobs. I mean, I worked construction for a while, and
hey, old man still puts you on the job site every now and then.
I worked for Pops, doing construction, which was so horrible. So I decided that I was gonna get certified to be a personal trainer, and then
You lost your gym.
Yeah, and then COVID came and just ruined all of that. So basically,
COVID's dope.
Yeah.
COVID's sick. Like one of the coolest thing about shutting life down right there.
Yeah, rad. So yeah, I don't know. I mean,
So Devin and I have been talking about this for like a little over a year. And we had another buddy too, but he's a little busy. But we've been talking about podcasting, and COVID shut us down, like Devin said, and we just started brainstorming. We had a lot of time on our hands. I'm a corporate pilot.
a lot of time on
A lot of time on our hands. I'm a corporate pilot, and I've been flying airplanes since 2007 or 8, somewhere in there is when I started like flying. 2004 was my first flight lesson. I've been doing it for a while. And
I didn't know you were doing it that long, honestly.
Yeah, I took my first lesson back in like 4 or 5. I can't remember. But yeah, flown everything. Flew bush planes, went in the wilderness, used to land anywhere in the backcountry, taking hikers in and out. That was a fun job up in Idaho. Flew banner towing, did skydivers. Then for the last 8 years now, I've been flying Gulfstreams internationally from charter companies to private owners and flying all over the world, and it's been fun. But COVID decided to put a stop on that one.
Yep.
So our flight department shut down. There's been no flying really since like March 16th since shelter in place. People don't want to go anywhere. People don't want to travel. It's just a pain. So I got really lucky though. I got denied unemployment. So, that, no stimulus. So I was stoked, It's rad being an adult and having no income and your job just disappears.
And being completely broke and just trying to figure out how to get through life.
So I got a buddy with a fabrication shop and doing metal fab, and he's been teaching me that work. And through the process, I've even been able to throw Devin a bone or two during that.
Yeah, you did. You did get me involved in some fun. And
as Devin likes to tell everyone, I'm a pretty straight shooter. I never swindle him into anything.
Dude.
Have I ever swindled you?
Just for everyone out there, I know you guys, most of you might know who Matt is. If you don't, if he ever calls you and says, hey, what are you doing? Can you help me? Always ask, what is the situation?
Have I ever led you astray?
Yes.
How?
Every time.
I always tell you what
You're
we're
like,
doing.
hey, we're going to do this thing. It's going to take like an hour. 7 hours later, I'm like, Matt, what the hell did you sign me up for?
You know, I thought he would have learned because before the 7-hour job,
I thought I would have learned too, but I also would expect my friend not to, lie straight to my face.
in my defense, I had no idea really what we were doing. I just heard we were doing a job.
Whatever, dude.
Joe told me it wasn't
Whatever,
going to take
dude.
us that long. But I mean, one of the original ones I got Devin into during COVID was we had to drive a truck out to Colorado.
Oh my God, the Colorado trips.
Yeah, there's a video on our page. It was one of the first things we posted about, and we got a Penske truck on this first one, and it took us a comfortable 20 hours.
Yeah, well, it was supposed to be a 13-hour drive.
Uh-huh.
And we turned it into a 20-hour drive because this piece of shit Penske truck just, dude, the thing was overheating.
We made it from Orange County to Victorville, not even Glen Helen Pass, overheated with a very fun,
dude,
super quiet, not ear-piercing sound in the car, just pissing off that your truck is about to explode. So it
should I give him just a quick little?
What's the Penske truck low coolant fluid bell sound like?
Hold on.
Because apparently you are better with the sound effects from what we heard.
Yeah. Ready? Hold on.
Go on YouTube and just type in Penske trucks suck, and you'll hear them. You'll hear it. You'll hear it on there. And so that was trip 1. It took us, I think, 10 hours just to get to Vegas.
This was also Matt telling me, hey, gonna be a quick trip to Colorado, drop some stuff off, turn around, come home. What happened? Truck sucks. Trip takes twice as long.
Lots of memories made.
Yeah.
Friendships were strengthened.
I will give you that. Lots of memories were made.
During that time, though, this was when everyone was on lockdown and everyone's sheltering in place. So everywhere we go, restaurants aren't open. We have a giant 30-foot truck, 26-foot truck that you can't take through any drive-through out there. And we're trying to eat food. We can't eat anywhere. I lost 3 hats on the road trip.
We had to walk through a drive-through.
We did.
We legitimately stood in a drive-through.
What was that, Grand Junction?
I don't even
I think it was Grand
remember.
Junction Taco Bell at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, dude.
People were looking at us like we were kooks.
Yeah, people thought we were straight tweaking.
But what did we find on that road trip? What was it? What's the most memorable part about us going to Colorado? I mean, we could do that drive in our sleep. It's 15. What do? We do not 55, 91, 15 north to the 70 east.
And then you're pretty much.
And then 50 south.
And then you're pretty much there.
But what did we find?
We found one of the most underrated
taco places
on this planet in Beaver, Utah. If you want to know what's in Beaver, Utah, there's nothing.
There's an upper and a lower.
There's nothing there, though.
But there is
a wonderful taco shop there.
Beaver Tacos. So this kind of became a joke because we found it on accident the first time because we broke down there. So that
was our 9th breakdown, by the way.
We rolled into 9, yeah, at least.
We were probably on I'm saying 9th, where the truck just shut off and was I'm not going anymore.
Oh, the Penske truck, if you piss it off too much, it just turns off.
Yeah, it just shuts off, and then you just gotta sit there on the side of the road like a real asshole with the fuck.
Super fun on the freeway.
With the hood up, and people are just staring at you going by, and you're like, yeah, Penske sucks.
So what is this, May or early June? I think it was May, but it's a comfortable, not cold in Las Vegas or the desert of California.
No, it was really warm.
We had to drive that whole trip with the windows down, the heater on to keep the truck from overheating, which made me lose 2 hats. I got a third, managed to keep it, almost lost a third.
Hey, I saved the third one. It hit me and I grabbed it, remember?
All 3 of them hit you. You just managed to save 1.
Yeah, well, the other 2 I wasn't really prepared for. The third one, I was like, if this flies out, I got it. And what did I do? I saved the third one.
He saved the third one.
Because you know how stupid you would have looked losing 3 hats?
Oh, it would have been bad.
Yeah.
So
you would have looked real dumb.
Yeah, that was that trip. So you would have thought he would have learned because then trip 2, we went back the following week. They gave us a better truck.
Sick truck.
Rad truck.
Yeah.
And we got a trailer. We made it to...
rented the trailer, by the way, so...
Truck was owned. Trailer rented.
This is where the problem lied.
Where did we get?
Victorville again?
Victorville. We have a video of this still. This is some of the video I haven't erased yet. That accidentally. Cruising down the freeway, 65 to 90 miles an hour. Not
just
really sure.
In between range.
Somewhere, I don't know. I'm probably 50.
For legal purposes, we 55. Were definitely doing the speed limit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're having a good time. I think we were joking about a song, and all of a sudden, we just hear a. I'm like, and you just see both of us go from like joking around the truck to like, dude, what was that? What was that?
We turn around and see the trailer swaying, and we're
Oh,
like,
man.
dude, we just blew a tire on the trailer.
We're trying to get off the freeway. Devin's like, oh, it's sparking. It's sparking.
Yeah, we're just shooting sparks off the tire. I'm like, no way, dude. Round 2, here we go.
So, other than that, that was a 4-hour delay. That trip was much smoother. We got there and back.
Well, dude, tell him about the tire, though. It was a Sunday that we were going there, and it was like 6 in the morning. And this
In
tire,
Victorville.
in the middle of BFE,
Like, literally,
Victorville.
I think we were 8 miles outside of town.
Yeah, dude.
And so there's nowhere to get a tire, let alone shelter in place to get a tire.
Yeah, so it was locked down
Yeah.
Sunday and at 6:30 in the morning. So, dude, we are calling every single number we can find, and no one's answering, or they're like, yeah, no, we're not open, or they're just like, there's no way they were even going to do it. And then one company finally, like,
Shows up,
at like 8:30.
and where we're at, like we're in a hole. It's like, this is the epitome, if you've seen The Hangover, where you're walking to the highest point in the desert to get cell phone service because there's no service where we're at, and you're like standing on top of mountains. But our tire more or less looked like an accordion that had popped. And so the guy comes out, fixed our tire. We get out there. The company we're driving for was like, dang, that sucks, you know. They returned the trailer, and the trailer company said, why didn't you bring the tire back with you? They said, how do we know your driver didn't hit a curb? The tire exploded.
We should have brought the tire back, though, and just, like, folded it onto the table and just been like, I don't know. What do you think happened?
Can you make an instrument out of this?
Yeah, what do you think happened?
How do we know they didn't hit a curb? I'm pretty sure our guys weren't just trying to fall apart on the side of the road.
No, just kidding. We just jumped your trailer, dude. What up?
But what's up with that exit? Like, how many groups met out of that exit and just disappeared into
Yeah,
nowhere?
why was every single person that got off that exit except for us stoked?
Right?
Like, they were meeting up with their buddies and they were going to do something awesome, and we're just sitting there going, hey, you got a spare tire?
We were, but what about off-road Jimmy out there and his
Oh God,
dude? Guy comes up to
with
the
his,
truck.
like, stock Jeep that he thinks he's like sick off-road guy. You're like, mellow out.
So our tire guy shows up. Guy's rad, and it was like Pete's Tire Service, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, and the guy's name was what?
It were tire changers for Jesus. I believe it was,
tire
actually.
changing for Jesus. That's what Devin called him. But what was the guy's name? Was like Mark or something like that, and the company's called like Pete's Tire Change. But the guy has a name tag like clear as day
Yeah, I
on his
forgot about
jacket. And four-wheel and off-road Jimmy over here comes walking over to us. We're like, "What's up, man?" And he's like talking to us, and then he walks over to the guy changing our tire, and he goes, "Hey, Pete, you got a card?" And we're like,
We both like looked at each other because we like could clearly see this giant name tag that said Mike, and he's like, "Hey, Pete. Hey, Pete." We're like, "Is this guy serious?"
And
right
the guy
now?
that Mike's even like,
I know, he's like, "Is this jackass talking to me?"
like who's Pete?
You do see this giant thing that says Mike right here,
Just
right?
because the side of my truck says Pete, just because I drive a Penske truck doesn't mean my name's Penske.
Oh, really?
But yeah, so that was, trip 2. So, but Devin still didn't learn, and then he got supposedly swindled, quote unquote, into a copper polishing job, which now this was the sad part about this because I did a much better job on this roof.
Dude, what? You're acting like we were just polishing like this nice piece of copper. No, this was a copper roof. So we're just bent in half all day staring at this ceiling trying to polish this copper.
On ladders, like going over koi ponds.
Dude, and
House is so dope.
And so I'm sitting there just scrubbing away, just wondering why I'm even friends with Matt at this point. I literally was like 2 seconds away from being like, lose my number, don't talk to me anymore. And the lady that owned the house is like looking at like my side that I'm doing. She's like, "Oh my gosh, that is great. You're making it look like clouds. That's amazing. Oh my God." And she walks over to Matt's and she's like, yours doesn't look as good. Yours just doesn't look the same.
So meanwhile, Devin got promoted to cloud painter.
Yeah, so basically I took Matt's job and said, "Fuck you, I don't want your job. That job sucks."
But I mean, yeah, that's like a couple things, what happens when buddies do work together. It's always a straightforward, straight shooting conversation.
Yeah.
Things go as planned.
Don't ever try and work with your friend. Ever. Ever.
But all in all, COVID has been fun because otherwise we wouldn't have had these great experiences of this many failures.
I will say for...
Other than me just not having a life, a job, a car, or anything anymore.
Yeah, I mean...
But those are total not necessities in life.
I mean, you don't need a car. You can walk everywhere.
You don't need a bike anymore.
Yeah, it's stupid. I mean, just do whatever you want, you know?
Right? No, it totally works with everything in life. No negative aspects of that at all.
So basically, I mean...
Can we sue the state of California for lost funds? I'm just curious.
Jesus.
Bad question.
Yeah, stupid.
I'm going to try it. Anyways.
Go for it. See how that works out for you.
I want my truck back.
But yeah, so, I mean, basically we're two normal dudes that just go through the daily grind of life and trying to figure out how to get through life. And
as our editor, Phoenix.
But everything that we do... You know, we got to put a funny twist on it because...
No matter how bad life sucks...
Sometimes you can't write shit as good as it happens to us.
What just happens to us.
Yeah.
I mean, life just screws us. But
it's awesome.
Like our bike riding trip.
But it's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's fucking awesome.
As our editor, Phoenix, told us, it's Dumb and Dumber doing a podcast.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I think we're pretty dumb.
And dumber.
But we have a lot of interesting things to talk about.
Yeah, we do. We have great stories, so that's what people need to know about.
I mean, who could really write my life in a story? Loser, lost his job, can never get a girlfriend, broke as hell. Could anyone write that?
I think that's been like 3 movies already, actually.
All just compiled into one.
Yeah. So, I mean,
like Born Failure.
You're getting there.
Like, if there was a headline for my life, it would just be like, you suck.
Matt, do we need to shut this off and talk about something? Dude?
No,
You're all right?
It's all good.
Oh, my God.
It's more of the fun. But that's exactly what our podcast is about. Like, knowing your life sucks, and we still get to just make fun of each other.
No! Life doesn't suck. It's just cruel sometimes.
It's just cruel and unusual punishment.
It's just mean sometimes,
man. The beatings will continue.
Oh, my God.
But, I mean, we have out of all our failures, though, we have a lot of rad companies that for some reason like us.
Yeah.
Like our buddies at Boost. Brian's rad.
Yeah, Brian is a very cool guy. And also shout out to him because he just sent us a fresh care package.
And it works. The stuff legitimately works. And there's different types of cans that you could buy from them. Different sizes. They all do different things. We have one called Think Tank. We'll have to show it on another episode. It's in here somewhere.
Over there.
I think this is our natural bottle. But basically, it'll fight fatigue, and if you're
just straight oxygen straight into the system, baby.
I will say I was using it one time. One of my better failures. So my buddy and I, a couple years ago, we signed up for this race, and basically, more or less, they're going to drop you off in the middle of the woods, and you have to survive for like 36 hours, and you got to cover like 40 miles in the wilderness. So my buddy and I signed up for this challenge. We're like, dude, this sounds sick. It's built by former special ops guys. They don't do it anymore. It's called the Endeavor Challenge, and I believe it's not active. I got to look it up. But we did year 2. So we show up, and we're getting ready to head out into the Sierra Nevadas of California. You're at, I think, like 5,000 or 6,000 feet when you start the race. You're going to peak like 10,000 feet a couple times in the race. You have to go across a frozen lake. There's all sorts of just obstacles out there. And you're supposed to be well rested. Well, I was on the road flying, and I was supposed to be home 2 days before the race. I got home at 9 p.m. the night before the race, and I had to be at the starting line at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I was in Los Angeles.
3 a.m., Jesus.
So my mom and my buddy Jay packed my backpack. So I have really no idea what's in my backpack. I just kind of gave him a general thought. So he packed my bag for me. My mom was afraid I was going to fall asleep at the wheel. So she came down to Van Nuys with me. We drove my truck up to Arnold, California. I got to my buddy's house at 2:45 in the morning. We had to be another 30 minutes up the road at 3:45 in the morning. I had a solid hour, but not even that because we had to still drive 30 minutes. So
power nap.
He was like waking up, making coffee. I like walked in the door. I was still in like what I fly in, ran in, jumped in the shower. Oh, by the way, I messed up my knee mountain bike riding 3 days before because I thought it was smart to go downhill riding and screwed up my knee. So I show up at the race, and I haven't slept at this point for 24 hours when I get to the starting gate.
You show up in like a pilot's outfit, limping, and like doing a fucking nose Nike to wake up.
Oh, man. And so I get, oh, gosh, a nose Nike.
Just kidding. He doesn't do that.
We do not do
Yeah,
hardcore
we do
drugs.
not. We do not condone that. Just kidding.
And so we get there. I've been
Just
up.
a little better than coffee.
Coffee's great. Get my coffee and me. We head up the mountain. We have our thermoses. And whatever you take into this race is what you get for the race. So you have to pack your own food, different types of weather for clothing because you don't know what's going to happen.
You had to pack different types of weather?
Different types of clothing for weather.
What?
It's the sickest race. And so they give you a portion of the map every time you finish a portion of the race. So we get up there. It's 3:45 in the morning. They say the race starts at like 5 a.m. or something like that. We got motivational Mike out there on the microphone at 4:15 in the morning starting to scream at us and pump us up. And we're like, we're going to war.
You gotta want it, ladies!
Oh, these guys are rad. It's like Tough Mudder. Whoever pays these guys to pump people up in the morning, you feel like you can go like defeat any force in the world at that point. You're so hyped. Like coffee.
Well,
like,
yeah, what does that guy take to get that amped up?
oh my gosh,
at
dude.
4 in the
He just
morning?
makes you feel like you're about to be a champion. Like go watch the Endeavor Race Challenge. Just listen to the intro. Like you just sit there and you're like, oh yeah, I'm the man right now. I'm the man.
You're just punching a hole through the wall.
So 4:30 in the morning, they're like, let's march, everyone. We're like, what? March? They start marching us. We head up in this field. It looks like Friday Night Lights. There's a bunch of SUVs and everything out in the field. All their lights are on the field. I'm like, I wonder what's going on there. Like, well, I think we're gonna go head up the mountain. You see like a sled with like a 90-pound sled, and then you see like some other things over there. Like, man, what the heck's going on at that place? They line us all up. 4:45 in the morning, we have to push a 90-pound sled like 40 yards, do 40 burpees, and then come back, do 40 burpees, and your feet have to touch the sled. So you have to burpee, hit the sled, burpee, hit the sled, burpee, hit the sled. And I'm like, I haven't done a burpee in about 5 years.
This is part of the race?
This is how we start the race at 4:45 in the morning. Meanwhile, I'm talking to people, and I'm like, so there's a couple people that had done it before. And then everyone finds out that I've been up for 24 hours. So I become the highlight of the race all of a sudden. Everyone's like, watch this guy. He's about to die. Like, so
hey, watch him. He's just going to fall flat face. Wow.
flat face.
Come on, Devin. Get with it.
Dude, so I start the race. We get through the first challenge. I'm like, done, man. Like, that was fun.
How much further is the rest of the race?
We still have 40, how many miles? But getting back to why I was talking about this race, because I'm heading up the mountain and we have our first set of the map and we're heading up Bear Valley Ski Resort. And I'm looking at the map and I'm like, oh, sick, dude. Like, we're done. Like, a zig. Like, it's that far on the map. Centimeters, right? I'm like, it's like 100 yards. It was like a mile turn up the side of a cliff. And I'm like, oh God. So I'm like literally going up the side of the mountain. I'm like dead tired, fatigued. And I asked my buddy, I'm like, hey, grab me one of my boosts. And I grabbed my boost oxygen. I'm like sitting on the mountain. I was just like, I sat there for a second. I was like, instantly like woke right back up.
Instantly turned into Darth Vader.
Woke right back up and started trucking the race. So it works really well. But again, for safety measures, don't push your body like me, like an idiot, to like the point of no return where you're just like, you broke your brain at the end of the day.
Yeah, like maybe sleep for a little bit.
Yeah, but we signed up. I wasn't going to give up. So Boost helped a lot in that scenario. I've used it mountain bike riding with the pocket-sized ones out at El Moro. It's a great product.
It is a great product.
And then another company we got is our buddies at 30 Seconds. They supplied the flag behind us. And if you can see it, it says,
no weak shit. And we like to use that motto in life all the time.
it's true. Because even like today, I was just over it. I was having a bum day. It was just one of those days. And Devin called, and I was just out of it. But it just reminded me.
And what did I do? Did I cheer you up? Did I just get you all cheered up a little bit? Just cheer you up?
Just cheered me up a little bit, and you just reminded
Cheered
me.
you up, and then here we are, pal.
No weak shit, buddy.
Yeah, no weak shit, pal. Let's go.
Which, stupid part on me, I put the sticker on my bike helmet a while ago. So Devin doesn't let me live down anything in the mountains anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I try to puss out of something, just points to that sticker.
Don't rep it if you're not going to rock it, you know?
Evan's a great people. Former Navy SEAL, rad company, awesome artwork. Check them out.
And no weak shit.
And no weak shit. But, so without, I don't completely suck at life. We have cool friends that support us.
Yeah, we have super cool people that help us out. I mean, you mostly suck at life, but it's cool.
Hey, it's rad when someone supports you sucking at life.
Yeah, that is really nice.
That's actually a really rad. We should start a T-shirt. Support sucking friends. Suck from.
That
sounds weird.
That sounds kind of. I don't know.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to think that one through.
I don't know.
But
you want to talk about support, actually?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me go on the internet because I feel like the internet is where we're gonna find the support story we're about to talk about.
Yeah, actually, why don't you go ahead and look at our previous podcast that we posted, and look at the comment that my grandma decided to give you, giving you way more support than her own grandson.
Which, the funny part is, if you know Devin and you know this particular grandmother of his, Devin will always try to chime in that he's the favorite grandson.
I thought.
Always.
I thought I was.
But no, this is like a true fact about me. It's like anytime I meet a girl, the girl never likes me. Her parents love me. So it's always one of those things, like when I disappear, I guarantee her parents are always like, whatever happened to that guy?
Whatever happened to that Matthew guy?
So now, like, friends like Devin, he hates me, but his grandma, huge fan. So first...
Like, why, too, though?
First comment...
You're a nerd.
First comment... Exactly. People like dorks. I'm not threatening. If I was like one of those douchebag guys that most people bring home, like girls bring home, their dad's like, I could see kind of through that guy. He's kind of a tool. And then they meet me and they're like, well, he's not really that scary.
They're like, he's got a dad bod with some weird tattoos. Yeah, seems legit.
We thought he was a criminal. And then we started looking at his tattoos. And
he's got Peter Pan on his leg. All right, yeah, maybe he's not that bad of a guy.
Yeah, so, I mean, people like dorks. There's
Apparently.
a T-shirt.
Yeah, people
like dorks. Didn't we talk about how, like, dork's an offensive term?
Yeah, that's why I used it, because you're a fucking dork.
I can come back from it. Most people can't. Devon's grandma. Okay, I'm 30 minutes in, and I've kind of changed my mind. You two work off each other in a great way. Keep it up. It's very impressive. Maddie, I can't believe this is you. The same you I saw the day before my actual birthday. And we all had breakfast together on my birthday. I can't read. I'm looking far away. You have a wonderful sense of humor and good delivery. Dev, I'm still processing. But I enjoyed watching. I'll continue with the whole podcast later time. I want to...
Like, how is she going to hit me?
I want to call you and discuss things with the two of you. Love, Grandma.
How is she going to hit me with, Matt, you have a great sense of humor. Dev, I'm still trying to process. What?
When?
What? Like,
when?
Everyone knows I'm the funnier one.
Better yet, this grandma's only met me one time.
Yeah.
In Florida. One time.
Yep.
Twice, technically. We were there the day before her birthday, hung out all day, went to Applebee's with her.
Applebee's.
Our breakfast was the next day. I think it was just...
No, we didn't go to Applebee's with her.
Oh, we met her after Applebee's.
Yeah, I met her after.
So, she's only met me once.
I can't believe that we just told people that we went to an Applebee's.
Dude, we were allowed to order anything we wanted, though.
Sick-ass platter, dog.
Oh, man.
Jesus.
That was... But support, How do you feel about that?
I mean...
Grandma's going to be tuned in.
I mean, she's gonna see this, and hopefully, she'll see that...
Thanks, Grandma Pat.
I'm absolutely crushed that my own grandma doesn't support me. And that I'm clearly not the favorite grandchild anymore, but it's whatever.
I love support
groups. It's all good, dude. No, it's cool.
I could start a support group for you,
I don't want to talk about it.
Miss Love Grandchildren.
I don't want to talk about it.
She did end it, though. She wants to call us later and discuss things with the two of us.
Yeah.
I just want to know what her topics are. Like, does she have any interesting things that she wants us to talk about?
I don't think... Actually, she told me she had a fun fact for me that like loaves of bread are sliced oddly, that there's not an even amount of bread. I don't know. I was a little confused with what she was saying, but those were a couple of her topics, just ahead of time, just let you know. So
it's just so great. You've been trying to push favorite grandson for a while, and I just already stepped in.
And that's what I'm saying. That hurts a little bit, because I really thought that I was the favorite.
I think if we go to North Carolina, I'm going to still win that one too.
Nah, no way.
100%.
No.
I got your grandma to drink 40-year-old bourbon.
That smelled like straight vinegar.
Greatest reaction I've ever seen in my life. Devon's grandpa's rad.
Oh,
if you've
man.
ever met Devon's dad, and then you meet Devon's dad's dad, Devon's grandpa, identical Santa Clauses, identical sense of humor, except Devon's grandpa has a really cool finger with a really cool story.
Oh, dude, I should try and find a photo of that and show people. We call it his ET finger, but it's on his middle finger, and he has like a ball on, like it literally looks like ET's finger, but it's on his middle finger because he crushed it in like a sub hatch, like a submarine hatch when he was
in the Navy.
But the thing is just...
They were in the middle of like a battle, and like the door slammed on his finger, and they couldn't get to it till like after.
I don't remember like how the story actually goes, but yeah, the thing fell on his finger, and he was like stuck there with his finger in this hatch.
But he had to keep going. It wasn't until later till like he got to the doctor, and they're like, "Your finger's the size of an apple."
Yeah, and so he just has this sweet, weird... It looks like
when he tells the story,
it looks like a thumb, like...
We need to like call Grandpa on the show one time and have him tell the story because he tells it better than
dude.
anyone.
He's got some stories too. He's a funny guy.
He tells me to grab like a glass of bourbon, so I like go in his thing. Apparently, he hasn't drank his bourbon in a while. So like I pull one down, and I'm like, I open it up. I'm like, this is a good bottle, and I look. I'm like, ooh. I was like, wow, I didn't know bourbon like turned into.
Bourbon's supposed to smell like that?
Yeah, like this smells like vinegar and cat pee. Like what is this? So at some point, Devon's grandma decided
this smells like pure gasoline.
Devon's grandma decided to take a sip of this. Her reaction was the greatest thing ever. She did this like cat hairball.
She looked like a cat throwing up too, though, because she was like,
but then she goes, "I need milk."
Yeah, like chasing that with milk was the best choice you had. Nothing like a little bourbon and milk.
And then later that night, we're going out to dinner. Grandpa's driving us out to dinner, and he runs over an island.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yeah. She's like, watch out for the curb. He's like, I see it. Boom, boom. Nails it.
He's like, I didn't run it over. I jumped the island.
Dude, oh my god.
Your grandparents are awesome. We had such a good time out there. That's where roller derby started.
Oh my god. We're not introducing people to roller derby.
I don't think they're ready for us to talk about roller derby.
No, we're not talking about roller derby. That's out of control.
That's something that we'll have to talk about at a later time and date.
Yeah.
But during COVID, we've got some really interesting TV shows. We went from the classics, way back in the day with the Tiger King. I mean,
dude, yeah.
That was a classic. I mean, the way that 2020 is going, that's already history.
Hey, the Tiger King single-handedly got people through like
a good chunk
through lockdown.
I mean, you couldn't have released that at any better time.
Like you peaked.
And the fact that a stimulus check cost the same amount as a tiger, was there any irony there?
Not really.
Mine still hasn't come in the mail.
Yeah, still waiting
for my pet tiger.
Yeah.
But on top of that, there's a new show out, and it's called The Floor's Lava. Which I think we're getting soft in game shows because, I mean, I grew up on like American Gladiators and
American Gladiator.
One of the best shows in the world. I mean, you just had Rex out there and American flag.
What was the other guy's name? Malibu.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, man, I'm gonna launch this tennis ball at that guy's forehead and just, catch some rays later, bro.
You had Rex in his Star Spangled Banner spandex suit and 30 pounds of steroids pumping through his veins.
And then literally a tennis ball machine gun that they're launching at these people.
And then you had the big, like, bash things that used to beat the crap out of each other with.
That was a great show.
Yeah. So you go from that, and then you had Most Extreme Elimination Challenge.
Which that wasn't... Not
even an American game show.
Yeah, not even an American game show.
And the fact that we did voiceovers.
But that was, like, the best part because they absolutely ruined people on that show.
Like, you got punched in the face by a 50-foot
Dude, the one where they have to run across the rocks, that some of the rocks go underwater. Dude.
Or the big,
I could watch that shit all day.
Or the big red balls that people would try to run across to scorpion themselves in between, reverse score. Oh
my God. They had so many good, like, literally murdered people. Like...
It was amazing. But then, now, like, we have The Floor's Lava. And I just don't...
I don't get this show at all.
It doesn't make sense. The people disappeared. Apparently they died because they never resurfaced.
And casting of this show, they have to get... like,
the most unathletic...
uncoordinated people on the planet to get on this game show.
They have one friend that's, like, somewhat, like, knows how to put his feet in front of each
like
other.
He can tie his own shoes.
And
Maybe.
then the rest of the guys, like, I don't know where they found these guys, but if you guys are watching, your producers, pick us. We want to come on.
Well, that's why they're like, if there was like normal people on this show.
Did you imagine me, you, and Alex, or like me, you, and my little sister?
Dude, that'd be like we'd
slay this.
Yeah, we just like go right through the course, and I think that's what's like the whole point is like.
I'm hoping there's something.
If you had anybody that was semi-athletic, they'd just run right through the course.
Because all the game shows before this, there was like somewhat of a challenge. Like it looked like you were like dodging like flying fists, and you had to jump across 40-foot inflatable balls, and I mean it was pretty gnarly. And now this,
you had to go up against Malibu.
Yeah. Now you're just like trying not to slip and break your neck on a 40-foot wide table.
Yeah, or you're like jumping from
chair to chair,
a spinny seat,
which you could almost step between, like the gap.
Yeah, dude,
unless the camera doesn't, it's like maybe like mountain bike riding where the jumps just don't look as big sometimes, and you're like, oh, I could do that. Then you get there and you're like, wow, that's like way.
Yeah, maybe like on TV it doesn't look that gnarly.
I know TV makes me look fatter, but somehow like it makes objects look slimmer. Like.
Yeah, we're actually gonna need to get you in a pinstripe suit to slim you down.
I don't even think it would help.
Yeah, well,
you'd just be able to read what the pinstripes actually say.
Yeah, they're just like, oh my god, is there lettering in that? Can you? Wow, you can read the lettering in that pinstripe.
The only one that I think is modernly decent as far as game shows go is Ellen's show, because that show actually looks funny. Like, it's kind of like a brain quiz where you just kind of get screwed up. And
what show is that?
Ellen DeGeneres has a game show.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
It's pretty awesome because it's like you got to be smart, and then if you fail, you get like
I'm out.
You get like spun upside down on like a cannon, and you get like dipped in goo.
Oh, so like maybe I should go on this show.
Yeah,
like
you would just fail.
Right.
And she has one that's like it's like the floor is lava. You know when the people fall and they disappear into the lava. She's got one.
It's not actual lava. We learned.
Maybe we've never seen anyone come up.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they must be able to hold their breath really, really well.
They go underwater. They go under lava. I don't know if it's water.
And they never come back.
And they're just gone.
Forever. But I mean, she's got one where like you end up in this tube and then it just drops you and you don't know where they go. I'm hoping there's like a ball pit at the bottom, but that might be a hard fall, like 15 feet into a ball pit. Like that better be a deep ball pit.
Damn, ball pits were the shit back in the day. Remember those?
Cesspool, but so fun.
Like
you got shit in a ball pit.
Yeah, I mean,
you might have found a baby diaper in one of those things.
Oh, dude, there was like dirty needles in them. It was all good. Like that was just part of growing up at Chuck E. Cheese.
That's just the beaches of California now.
That's just how it is, man.
Dirty needles is hanging out.
That's what we do.
You just learned early. Like we were just prepped for adulthood early.
Yeah.
Now it's just everywhere. There's a dirty needle just everywhere. But I don't know. I just the floor is lava hasn't sold me. I'm gonna wait for season 2 to come out because
the floor is lava it's a no for me.
It's a no, and I think we have a better chance of creating a TV show, game show. Like, we're going to create Canadian SEAL Team 6. I think we should create a game show. We just might be too dangerous.
Too dangerous. No, we create a game show where you, like, actually legitimately have to, like, do something cool, though. Like make somebody, like...
light on fire.
Oh, okay, wow. I mean, yeah.
Was that too far?
No, you can set people on fire.
Is that what you were going for?
Yeah, no, that's
what were you going for?
I was going to say that, too.
Definitely same direction.
Yeah, no, definitely set people on fire. That's my favorite. Game shows.
So it would be totally safe if we created one. That's just where my brain went on that.
Yeah.
What were you thinking? I want to know what you were thinking for your idea. What kind of skills do people have?
I'm thinking we do a show. I'm thinking outside the box here. Bear with me. Thinking outside the box.
His brain just turned off. Go ahead.
We do a game show for blind and deaf people. The blind people have to do an obstacle course.
Oh my. Go on.
I'm still processing what the deaf people have to do. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Sing karaoke?
Oh my god.
Am I a bad person for
No,
thinking
that's awesome. Blind people have to do the obstacle course, and deaf people have to sing karaoke. And if you can understand what the song is, you win.
So what? Do the deaf people help the blind people in the obstacle course, and the blind people help the deaf people sing karaoke?
Yeah, they're like yelling at the blind people, and then the blind people are. Fuck, how's that work? I don't know. Maybe not.
It just brings you back to like. I want to know what blind people see.
Dude, yeah, so we've gone over this before.
I don't think it's total darkness. I think they see rays of light, and I think they can see shapes.
I mean, I don't know. Like, we don't know. If there's any blind people out there, if you could help us out, honestly, that'd be great, because we have this heated debate going on of, like, do you see just nothing, or do you see a little bit, like he's saying, like some light, some shapes maybe? You know, how's it work? But my question has always been...
I don't know how we're going to get this one answered, because they...
Say you're born blind. How do you have a dream? Like, what do you see in your dreams if you've never seen anything?
Like, how do you know what a dream
like?
Looks like? How do you know what how do you know what a car looks like?
Right. How do you make a picture in your head when you've never seen anything? Same thing with deaf people. If you're born deaf, what does the voice in your head?
What language do you mean?
What does it tell you? Because you've never heard words. Like, what?
You got to lay off the pot. But no, that's actually a really good question, because I'm actually thoroughly... those are two great questions.
This is the stuff I need to know.
I mean, you're born deaf in America. You would just assume it's English that they hear.
Well, you would assume, but
we have no idea.
Also, like, you don't know what English is.
I'd say if you're deaf, if you could help us, but they can't.
They can't
hear
us.
Man.
So...
If anyone knows about deaf people, if you can help.
Hopefully they can hit them with the subtitles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We can get subtitles.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, that's a great question. I mean, I would think, like, God would play a role in that. Like, he created us. That's my belief system. So I think...
But what does that have to do with it, though?
Because I think he created us in his image, and he created us with being intelligent. Like... He is a smarter being, and so I think he would.
But so you're just telling me that
he paints a picture. He's the artist.
Okay, but
the deaf. I don't.
So he just puts words into your head too.
Maybe there's subtitles.
You have subtitles in your head.
I don't know.
Right? That's what I'm saying. You don't know.
I'm not the smartest guy on the planet.
That shit is crazy to me.
I graduated high school with a 1.8 GPA. Don't look at me for the smart stuff here.
I'm talking about if blind people see shit. I mean, yeah.
I guess they wouldn't. Well, what? Yeah, I guess he would probably paint a picture. He would probably paint a really cool You didn't listen to country music, but there used to be a great country song called "Can You Paint Me a Birmingham?"
Country music sucks so bad.
It's such a good song. If you listen to "Paint Me a Birmingham."
So Paint Me a... Don't ever listen to country music ever.
You would be so stoked with Tracy Lawrence, Paint Me a Birmingham.
No, we're not. Don't put it on, I swear to God.
I mean, I'm just saying, it will make you want to just come home. Like, it's one of those...
It's make me want to leave right now.
No, it's one of those songs that it speaks love, you know?
Mm-mm. You're not playing this right now.
Fine, but I'm just going to say that's what... If you guys want to listen to Paint Me a Birmingham...
Or don't listen to it.
I'm just thinking that's where dreams might be made. You just get a nice old Birmingham painted in your mind at night.
I don't know.
I mean, how would Ricky Bobby...
I want other people's opinions, actually. Like, if you listen or watch this, give us some comments on what you think. One, if deaf people have a voice in their head, if you're born deaf, you know.
You don't want to hear the song, though?
I don't want to hear the song.
It would just be like, can you paint me a Birmingham?
Oh, so you're going to do it?
Make it just a little house on the edge of town.
Shut up.
Porch going all the way around. Put her there in a front yard swing. Cotton dress in its early spring. For a while, she'll be mine again. Could you pay me?
Stop. Fucking stop. Oh, my God.
So maybe that's just what a blind person's dream looks like.
Well, let's have some people comment. Do blind people, are they able to, have a dream and see?
And people with American Sign Language that know how to speak with deaf people. I mean, I have deaf friends. I guess I could ask a deaf friend.
Yeah, we could actually ask a deaf friend.
I could ask him.
True.
I mean, because I could text him.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there we go. Us being stupid and not thinking.
But would he just like? Would he think we're stupid?
I don't know. See, that's what I'm like scared to ask though, because it's like,
are we coming off stupid?
Yeah. Are you an asshole for asking that question?
It's kind of like the part in like Step Brothers. You're starting to sound stupid.
You sound dumb. But I don't know. Those are just some questions that I have. You know.
Welcome inside Devon's brain.
Yeah. Welcome.
I can't say I'm much better. I mean, I just thought of deaf karaoke, so.
That's true. Which has a little bit of a ring to it.
I don't know. I don't know how that's going to fly with society. Society's getting a little sensitive these days. That might have just got us canceled.
No.
People might have got offended by that one. The canceled. What's it called? The canceled culture?
Cancel culture. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
These people suck.
But these are the same people that... I mean, did you see that Kanye West is now running for president? So these are the same people that think that is a good idea.
But lately, I'm a little bit back on Kanye's side. I used to like
as a president.
No. But I mean, he.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, dude.
I mean, I just don't know.
Like, actually, I don't know. That could be legitimately wild if he runs the country. Like, whoa, dude.
Do you imagine Kim as the first lady?
Oh my God.
The Kardashians do the white. That's going to be a reality show.
He'd be like the first president that has like a suit with like holes in it and like wearing Yeezys. And like he doesn't even tuck his shirt in. It's just an extra long shirt that goes down to his knees, and his jacket has like 4 holes in it, and you can buy them at Urban Outfitters.
You just see him do his presidential acceptance speech, and he's just standing. Everyone else always wore a suit and tie. He has Swiss cheese on.
Yeah, he's got a poncho on.
God, people think Trump's bad. Could you imagine the Kardashians do the White House?
Oh, dude. Yeah, that'd be a new show too. Like,
yeah.
That's probably actually gonna happen now that I think about it.
That's gonna be a reality show.
Yeah, just. I mean,
wow.
America's a reality show.
People already eat the Kardashians up, so them in the White House. We thought Trump's Twitter was bad. Gosh, I don't know what's worse: Kardashians at the White House, or like what if like JWoww ran for president? We had Jersey Shore in the White House.
Just mandatory fist bumps. That's a law that's passed.
There's just a bunch of tanning beds on.
Yeah, 12:30. You got to do some fist bumps. Fist bumps, bro.
There's just a spray tanner when you walk in the White House now. All the walls are orange. The Oval Office is just like completely orange.
Dude, what were you just saying? Oval Office.
Waffle Office.
What the hell?
I don't know. That actually, like, if we're gonna make politics, famous, and we're just gonna turn politics into a comedy show. I mean, we might as well like let Jersey Shore and the Kardashians just go in there.
I think we just roll the dice and let Kanye go for it and just see what happens.
The thing is, he endorses Trump.
I know that, but I'm just saying, like...
He canceled a concert in Sacramento, or they canceled a concert on him because he endorsed Trump at the night before. Like, that's the crazy part. People can love someone's music so much, and then all of a sudden they find out they endorse someone, they're like, you know what? I hate you.
Which is, like, so weird to me because it's like... The guy makes music, like, who cares, like, what his...
And that's the whole thing at the end of the day.
Beliefs are. It's like he puts out good music. Like,
why would you stop supporting a company or a person if you like what they do, but you just don't agree with, like, that's so completely dumb. Like, I don't know. That one blows...
Kanye, let's go!
Kanye 2020.
Kanye... Wait.
Honestly, though, can we just put him in the debate with Biden and Trump? Because that would be...
He's on the debate stage and he's like, yo, I'm gonna let you finish, but honestly, Donald Trump had the best fucking intro speech I've ever heard. God damn it, Kanye, you're not doing this again.
He's Trump.
You already ruined Taylor Swift, all right?
He's Trump's hype man.
Oh my God.
Trump says something, he's just hyping him in the back. He's doing every other word Trump says in the speech, just hyping him up.
You know what?
I'm in for this.
I retract my statement. Put Kanye in.
I'm 100% into this.
Let's go. Let's just see what happens.
I can't wait.
Absolutely. Good God.
Better yet, like, let Trump, like, if Kanye doesn't win and Trump wins again, like, Kanye needs to be...
Not going to happen, dude. Kanye's winning it.
Kanye needs to be, like, Secretary of State or something.
Kanye's taking this.
I'll get a Kanye shirt. I'll get a Kanye 2020 shirt.
Kanye 2020.
Make America fashion again.
Yeah.
Is that what his statement's gonna be?
Make America Yeezy again.
Yeezy. By the way, ugliest shoes. Why? What?
Dude, right?
What are the point of those stupid shoes?
And they're like $8,000.
And they weigh 8,000 pounds. They look like
But
how
they're sick, bro. It's called fashion. Look it up.
Do you remember Doug?
Look it up.
And like Doug Funny and like they had Roger got those like big stupid shoes and like everyone wanted those big shoes. It was like back when we were kids, like Osiris D3s were apparently the cool thing to wear.
Oh my god!
You
they
wore
had, like,
two
the
trash.
biggest tongue on the shoe ever.
You had 2 trash cans, and if that wasn't big enough, you had to cut a tongue off another shoe to stuff your shoes. And then they had the biggest eyelets on the side to put shoelaces through.
Yeah, that was
Like who was like, hey, I want to go get recycling bins and put them on my feet and then go skateboard in them. But now Yeezy was like, hey, you know that nice Adidas running shoe? I'm just going to go ahead and take that and make that 4 times larger.
What if I made it twice as heavy, 4 times as bulky, and then tripled the price?
I think people are into this.
Holy shit, Kanye.
You're
onto something.
And what did he do? They sold out.
Dude, yeah. Hey, people love him, so.
I'm just saying, we have a chance of being stupid.
He did something right.
We have a chance. Like, we could, Canadian SEAL Team 6, Deaf Karaoke, one of these is bound to take off. Support sucking friends.
Oh my god, this was okay. Sorry to cut you off here, but if we're gonna talk about something else, I'm gonna have to get into the pet psychic business because
this isn't real.
No, this is real.
No.
Yes.
No.
The pet psychic business, bro.
You're talking about like palm readers here.
No, I'm talking about
tarot cards.
I'm talking about paw readers. They read they read your pet's paw. No, so my girlfriend got she was gifted a pet psychic reading.
No.
And so
this isn't real.
For one, I'm sitting there going, what do you mean a pet psychic reading? So this lady is going to tell me what my dog thinks? And she's like, I guess. I don't know. We have to call her and see. And so I'm like, okay, we're going to call her and like set up an appointment, right? And she goes, yeah, send me a couple pictures of your pets. And I'm like, all right, like I get it. You want to see what kind of dog it is and whatnot. Like, cool. And she goes, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna FaceTime you guys at 7:30. And I'm like, what is she FaceTime?
Was this tonight?
No, this was a little while ago. But she goes
7:30. No, you were working at 7:30.
She goes, I'm gonna FaceTime you at 7:30. And I'm like, FaceTime us for what? Like, what do you need to FaceTime us for? So she calls, and my girlfriend answers, and she's like, oh hey, blah blah, hi, yeah. So do you have the 2 dogs with you? And I'm like, pause. Pause. We do the whole pet psychic reading over FaceTime. You don't even see the dog. You've not even face to face with it, and you're just gonna tell me what my dog thinks.
Put your dog's paw on the screen.
Dude, this lady proceeds to she gives the most stuff that like obviously every dog. She's like,
every other one of those people that do these things?
Yeah. She's like, oh, your dog really enjoys when everyone's home. I'm like, nuh-uh.
No.
Oh, I thought my dog fucking hated everyone.
Are you serious? My dog likes when I'm here.
No, the best thing
He doesn't get bummed every time I leave the house?
But the best thing is she starts talking about how she can get and send mental images to the dogs.
You lost me.
And so
You lost me.
And I'm like, what? And so she goes, oh, is there anything else you want to, tell the dogs? And I'm like, oh, yeah, like, tell my dog that I love him and, like, he's the man and I wish I could talk to him. She goes, okay, hold on. I'll tell him real quick. And then shuts her eyes and just is silent for a second. And we're, like, both, like, looking at each other. And we're like, what the fuck?
Did you just hear, like, a...
And she goes, okay, I told him. I just sent him a mental image. And I was like, okay. Dude. And
She doesn't charge for this, right?
No, she makes like a decent living off of this.
What's a decent living?
Like for I think a 30-minute session or something that we had was like $70.
Wait.
And you don't have to leave your house and you just FaceTime people.
Time out. You were on the phone with a pet psychic for 30.
Yeah.
How did? Were you laughing the entire time?
I mean, like, I was trying really hard to, like, not laugh directly in this lady's face. But I'm, like, sitting there going, like, there's no way this is real right now. Like, she full, like, I am Genie. Closed her eyes and, like...
Better she pushed a fart out during
Dude,
that.
and she just, like, sat there dead silent for a second. And we're like, what the fuck is going on right now? And then she just pops up. She's like, yep, sent a mental image. I'm like... What the fuck? This lady's psycho.
Bubba's even sitting there going,
Dad, yeah. Even my dog's looking at me like, Dad, what the fuck is this lady talking about, dude?
He's like, Dad, I just want to let you know I'm going to go in the other room. I'm not comfortable with this right now.
Sign me up for Pet Psychic because they make bank.
You're just going to try a new career?
And you just got to be like, your dog tells me that it likes food in its bowl in the morning. Is that right? Oh my God, yes. My dog loves when I feed it breakfast in the morning. That is amazing.
What South Park made fun of this. Like, what do they do? They do like viewer questions. Like, is your dog generally excited? Does anyone in the room have a dog that's generally excited when they see people?
Yeah, me. I have a dog that's generally excited.
Really? Oh, hold on. I'm getting some from you.
Okay.
Okay. Is your dog yellow? Is your dog red? Is your dog
quite.
Is your dog brown?
Yeah, almost.
Is your dog purple? Is your dog brown?
Yeah, it's
black?
Close. There you go. Oh my God.
Okay,
yeah.
I got him. And his name, he's a good boy.
Yeah, he's the best boy.
He's a good boy?
He is the best boy.
Okay, hold on. He's telling me something right now.
Oh my God, what is he saying? What is he saying?
He says, I want to see you.
Oh my God, he told me that before I left. He said, I want to see you when you get back.
And his name...
How did you know that?
His name's Charles.
No, not quite.
Buckets.
Almost. You're close.
Barn.
You're close.
Bundle. Bundle.
No, not quite.
Bubbles.
Really close now.
Oh man.
It's just man. I really thought you were talking to my dog actually.
Bubba.
Oh my God, that's my dog.
See?
Holy shit, this guy's good. Matt, have you ever thought about getting in the Pet Psychic game?
We should do this.
Dude, wow.
Can we start this TV show?
Yeah, holy shit, you're good at this.
Welcome to Matt and Devin at Pet Psychicing.
Wow. We'll let you know exactly what your dog's feeling.
That's not a real thing.
Dude, if I didn't see it firsthand, I would completely agree with you.
I don't know what's more believable, that or venomous worms with fangs.
Yeah, welcome to July. This is our next level.
I just don't think they're going to survive. Murder hornets died.
That's true. The murder hornets.
Jumanji's getting weak.
The murder hornets were short-lived. What happened to the murder hornets?
They
were here.
There was a season. They got skipped.
Like, they were here.
They were a season of murder hornets, and they just kind of like blocked them out.
What happened?
I don't know. You know what? This is where 2020 is taking a downturn because I was having a good time.
Honestly, I miss the murder hornets, dude.
Dude, back in the day.
Bring the murder.
Back in the day, 4 weeks ago. I mean, life was different. Everyone joked about tigers. You were just worried about
Carol Baskin was a fucking bitch.
Yeah, you just worried about getting sick and then just staying at home and not getting your grandma sick. And
then they were like, "Hey, maybe you could go outside." And then it was like
murder hornets. And then they were like, "No one liked murder hornets. Race war." And you're like, "Wait, no, dude. Let's go back to like."
Actually, let's lock people down again.
Yeah, let's do the weird animal thing. Like, let's get some weird animals.
Say a worm has fangs.
Yeah, no. Yeah, why did we do race war?
Are they talking about a snake? No, it's a worm. It's different. It's not.
You're talking about like a cobra fangs?
No, it's a
viper.
Worm. It's a worm.
It's in South America. Are you sure?
Yeah, it's Brazil. Yeah, no one will look there. So yeah, put it.
What's
in
it look like? It's 3 feet long. I think that's a snake.
No. This one's different.
Huh. All right, we'll let this one play out. I mean, Jumanji was going so good, and then someone threw Race War in the mix, and we're like, who's the writer of this?
Yeah, we're like, this one...
Who wrote this?
We can't do this.
Who wrote this season?
Can't do this.
I mean, honestly, if 2020's been anything, it's been a horrible screenplay. It was good for a while.
But welcome to July. This is the new phase. This is what we're dealing with now.
What do we call them? Murder fangs? Murder worms? Death worms? Reaper worms? Is there a name for these things?
Danger noodle.
Danger?
Danger noodles.
You know what? I'm not even going to Google. We're just going to call these danger noodles.
That's their name. That's
we're going to start memes.
Scientific name. Danger noodle.
Can we get famous off this? We create a meme. Fear danger noodle.
Danger noodle. That's just all there is to it.
We just show a bowl of noodles. They're like, I don't get it.
Like, they're not dangerous.
You eat one.
Choke
on it.
But now that we are in July, we do have one of the best holidays.
That's right. Matt History Month.
On the planet. Shut the fuck up.
It's Matt History Month.
No.
I have my own. It's my birthday month.
No. We have
Matt History Month.
the goddamn 4th of July.
Oh, yeah. That one, too. I thought we were going Matt History Month. But, yeah, Independence Day.
Which is, it's fireworks, freedom, and
blowing your hand off.
And a hot dog eating contest. or what? Or, I don't know if that one fits in there. But
you know what hot dog eating contest is?
No, I know.
Coney Island. What screams more America than how many hot dogs can I shove down my throat before I light off a bunch of fireworks in the toilet and on the street tonight?
How many hot dogs can I deep throat in 10 minutes?
And what did he do? And he's a world champ.
Yeah, what's his name? Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut.
And
how many titles? Like 10 or 11?
That was his 13th title now.
And broke his own
record. And he ate 75 hot dogs.
Which is
75.
I can't.
Dude, I eat one hot dog.
You know, it was like always fun. You always went to like dollar hot dog night at the baseball games. You'd always get down like 10 of those bad boys.
Dude, 10? Jesus.
5.
$5.
Hot dog night. I remember
So you had to eat 90 of them?
My buddy, it was me and my buddy and his girlfriend at the time. Well, now his wife. But it was the three of us so I used to work for the owner of the Oakland A's, and we used to get a box at the game. But no one was going because no one liked the A's. And so I used to get boxes to every single game, and I would just always invite some buddies. So, like, it was one of those games where, like, I tried to find a girl so we could do, like, a double date. Couldn't find one.
We all know how your love life works.
So I just went on a third wheel. So we're in the box, and and Kellen are like, sick, dude. $1 hot dogs. We go out, grab, like, a beer and like, 12, 20 hot dogs, 15 hot dogs. And we come back in, and we're, like, getting down. Well, I don't know if you know, but, like, hot dogs just give you non-gnarly farts. And, like, I'm sitting in the box, and Jen's just sitting there enjoying the game. She's, like, all happy, smiling. All of a sudden, you just hear, like... Kellen and I had farted a couple times in the box. And, yeah, it turned into, like, a real Dutch oven.
That'll do it.
A big Dutch oven.
That'll do it.
But on top of the hot dog, I mean, that was just one of my funny hot dog stories. Jen doesn't let me bring hot dogs to parties anymore.
Well, I was going to tell you, have you seen the thing at baseball games where you do a hot dog and a beer an inning?
No, I missed this. Man, I was looking forward to going to baseball games. We always do opening day every year, and we didn't get to do it. But what's the beer and the hot dog?
So, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You get a beer and a hot dog, and you have to finish the beer and the hot dog
in
the inning.
Well, sometimes innings can be really long.
They could be really long,
but if it's a heater,
if it's just 3 up, 3 down, like
how do you pace yourself?
You gotta choke a hot dog down and then
like your third
chug a beer.
You're sitting in the inning. It's third batter. You're already at 2 outs, and you're just like, oh my gosh, count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I got a full beer and a hot dog right now.
Like, are you?
Hold on.
Are you going just right off the bat, like? Top of the inning, bam, scarf the hot dog down, chug the beer? Or are you kind of pacing it? You feeling it out like, this inning's kind of slow. I can take my time on the dog, sip the beer.
But what if you time it wrong? What if all of a sudden, like, batter 1,
right?
Rips 1, gets like a double, then batter 2 gets up, and then, gets a single. Now we have 2 people on base, and all of a sudden, batter 3, 4, and 5 are doing like,
fuck, I need to chug this beer.
And you're running up the stairs now, like trying to chug a beer and eat a hot dog while not falling on your face.
It's an interesting game.
I like it.
But I think we need to give it a go.
Well, baseball, if we can ever go to a sporting event. What if we just did it at the house?
Yeah, fuck it. We'll just watch an old game and just do it.
Yeah, all right.
And film it and let everyone see how we're...
We'll do it your house has stairs.
Yeah.
We just need to do it at a house. My house has stairs. Your house has stairs.
Dude, let's actually do this though. Like you
have to run up the stairs like you're running.
We'll just find a random baseball game too, like an old baseball game, and just see how it goes, bro. I'm literally puking because hot dogs are disgusting, but let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh god.
The funniest part about this contest, though, thinking about it, I had recently just watched a show. I thought it was new, and then I looked it up. It's been on since 2014, but it's called Deadbeat, and it's a funny movie about a medium, how he does like exorcists to dead people, and he's like trying to like when people are haunting buildings, he'll go in and find out why they're haunting still, so he can finish their last task, so they can go to heaven, whatever.
Okay, gotcha.
So or wherever they go on the other side,
right? Heaven
or hell or whatever, wherever they're heading. So one of them, he goes in the hospital, and this guy's haunting the hospital, and it's this Asian guy. And he like pulls up his shirt and his stomach's missing. He's like, yeah, I was an organ donor. He's
I
like,
love that you had to pull up your shirt just to like explain that story.
he's like, yeah, he was a stomach, or he's like, you can donate your stomach. He's like, yeah, I was an organ donor. He's like, I didn't wait. You could donate. So, anyways, he donates his stomach. He goes, yeah. The problem is, I was in line to be the next hot dog eating champion before I died. So the guy that has my stomach, I need him to fulfill this and keep my title. So he goes and finds the guy. He walks into a deli, and it's a Jewish, like, authentic Jewish guy with the locks and everything. I think Hasidic Jew. He's an Hasidic Jew, and he's eating bagels, like trays of bagels. So he like tells the guy the background on like how he has this hot dog eating champ stomach. He's like, oh, that understands like the appetite. And he goes, well, you have to do this hot dog eating. He's like, I can't do that. They're not kosher.
Not kosher, dude.
I can't do it. So basically he like convinces the guy so the guy can now finally die. He's like, I need you to do this. And he was like, I don't think I could slip away. You know, like if one little slip, if I try it, and so all of a sudden the next scene is just them going wild. He eats one hot dog, and the next thing you know, they're in a strip club and he's doing cocaine and drinking beer.
Hey, fuck, that's what hot dogs do? Holy, let's go.
Apparently he fell, and so that's what happened when he fell off that one bite of a hot dog. And he was just eating steak. And,
you know what they say? Hot dogs are a gateway drug.
In the right culture, they are. Mm-hmm. But that, I mean, wow, 75 hot dogs, 13 titles, and we got a new game out of it. That's not bad.
I think we have officially won the internet today.
Yeah, I mean, I want to know how many people want to join. Like, people, can you guys comment? Maybe we could do like a Zoom thing, a Zoom baseball game.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, how many people want to see us do the beer and hot dog in the inning challenge?
Sounds kind of fun. I mean, at best, we have 9 innings.
And that's 9 hot dogs and 9 beers. So, dude, we should do them like hefty beers too, and just get
but what if we
buckled?
But what if we accidentally like pick a game that went like 22 innings?
Then I guess we're just gonna be crippled. Like, that's just how it goes.
That was like the bad choices in college where you just used to do a shot a minute for an hour.
Oh yeah, power hour.
Bad.
Yeah, that never ends well, ever.
Like Edward 40 hands.
Like you knew what you signed up for too, and you're like, I'm gonna be toast in a minute.
Or Edward 40 hands.
That was like, that's.
Or what was the saber one?
Saber.
Where you had to duct tape your sword every time the beer can sabers. Man, college, those were so many years ago for me.
Man, college, I never went, so I don't know.
But I mean, going back from what we started this topic on was the 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
And our government in certain states said, you know what? You guys don't get to celebrate. We're going to shut down the beaches. We're going to shut down everything. And by the way, there's no possible way that you can have a firework.
Yeah, no illegal fireworks.
And so what I did is I outsmarted the system, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to be an American. I went to Montana.
Montucky.
And I had a great time in Montucky. Dude, best place ever. No face masks, lakes, freedom, and fireworks.
Sounds like a good time.
And you get to buy guns over the counter. And then I woke up the next morning and I turned on the news and Instagram, and apparently someone had smuggled a firework or two into California.
Somebody brought an illegal firework into California.
Some rascal out there just went out and bought a couple fireworks and distributed them to the city.
A gosh darn son of a gun.
Gosh dab it, nab it.
But dude, California said, we've been locked up and we have nothing better to do than
we're blowing the city up.
We got an unemployment check and a stimulus check. Nothing to spend it on. I'm buying illegal fireworks.
Worst part is,
did you see the overhead shot?
Was amazing,
dude. It was the sickest thing ever, and this is why I love the 4th of July.
I'm so glad they made fireworks illegal because no one could get them.
Yeah, like thank God you said, "Hey,
let's make this illegal.
Don't have any of these." So everyone was like, "Well, fuck it. I guess I got to get all of these."
Because everything else that's illegal, no one wants to do.
And dude, the sky was just full of fireworks
and freedom.
And there was smoke, and it smelled amazing because there was just bombs going off.
And the sound of freedom for just hours.
That's why I love the 4th of July.
I love America. Bombs and glory, baby. Bombs and glory.
That's all we need.
That's all you need to make your life go better.
Look how happy everybody was. It was awesome.
You didn't see any windows broken.
This is the shit that I'm talking about.
A couple people lost a finger. Someone lost an eye.
That's their own damn
fault. The casualties of being stupid.
That's the That's the price you got to pay to have fun on the 4th.
Hey, we went and got $3,000 of fireworks. Maybe it was like 2. I already forgot. But we got a lot of fireworks in Montana.
So awesome.
And we had a whole safety meeting and a safety parade. No one even walked out of there with a limp toe. But
wait, a limp toe?
yeah, you know, a little hanger or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
However, I had a little bit of a misspent youth. I learned how to light fireworks at the age of 1. And so, you know, you have the good old days like little bottle rockets. You just hold them in your hand. One of the kids up there, he's like 22. He's like, oh, let me do one. I'm like, cool. I was like, so I light it. He just holds the thing for dear life and I'm like,
oh, he just held on to a bottle rocket the whole
held
time?
on to it. Freaking thing pops and like hits me in the nose. I'm like, ow, 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 ow. That's my nose. Yep. Already broke that twice.
Why
That's
do you just hold on to it?
Yeah, he goes like this. He's holding it. I'm like, dude, let go, let go, let go. He goes, I'm like,
And you're 22 and you
I'm
don't
like-
know how to firework
I'm
works?
like, oh, dude. And so he goes, I want to try it again. I'm like,
You're like, so you're going to want to let go
yeah.
this time.
And so I go like this. I go, all right. Just barely hold it in your hands. As you feel it pull, you'll feel the pull. Let go. Let her fly. So he would light it, and then right as the fuse is getting there, he'd drop it. And I'm like, oh, dude. We just had rogue fireworks. He tried it 4 times. We had 4 rogue fireworks.
And
Good thing they're just like this.
couldn't get the concept, huh?
No.
Okay.
But, man, I had a great time. And I was shooting mortars like a gun into the field.
Hey, now.
I was having a lot of fun doing skeet shooting with a mortar. Not safe.
That is dangerous, man.
It is dangerous.
But holy shit, it's fun.
Oh my gosh. I did one. I was like, pull, and like looking for the skeet shoot, and I was like, pull. Shot it, and like I didn't have a good enough grip, and it just goes, the tube goes right out of my hands. I was like, oh well, that didn't go as planned.
I'm embarrassed.
But 4th and Freedom, that's what I'm calling it now.
4th of July is the best holiday there is, and that's all I have to say.
That was yeah. I mean, 4th was a great weekend last weekend. I had a great time. Sounds like you had a good one in California.
It was great. We got to light fireworks and just eat every type of food there is and drink and be merry, and that's all the world needs at this time.
Beer, hot dogs, American flag.
And some goddamn fireworks. How are you?
Not a bad time.
All right. Well, you have anything else to talk about? Because I think we're ready to wrap this up tonight.
Yeah, you know, I think that was a fun session. We had a good time, and we talked about some good topics. So stay safe out there. And remember, get your beer, fireworks, guns, and freedom.
That's right.
I'm Maddie Sill.
I'm Devin.
Purple.
Later, guys.